sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
Takes it at the 7th.
Ready?
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7,
Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
McPherson's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send the touchback.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Allen off the bootleg. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to work.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bengals drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. Well, they lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
12. They got to go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. It's Boyd.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
By the tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining. What will be the final action of this first half? So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
From the 27, Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On play action, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
Here we go. 12, 11, mighty, 11.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Gun. Shot. 11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
12, 12, 11 MP, hey, 11.
Now Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Back to Mixon on first down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here we go, here we
An
go.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. And it's caught. And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. O.J. Howard, 51 yards. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 9 touchdowns for the rookie in the regular season, and he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it's certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never. Not in a touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw is on target to Duvernay. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One final try here for Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
11.
Back to Mixon on second down. Shoves him, and he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way they just scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
11, Coleman.
Again, it's Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Past the 20. 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TV. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Open man is Duvernay. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Allen now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles. And I believe it's against Washington at Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year. And he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And a wild